Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to this morning edition of Wealthsecrets Mindset Mentorship Mastermind class. This is no doubt that this is being recognized as one of Africa's most fastest growing mentorship mindset class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your regular host, Dr. AFOLABI OLATUNJI. This is where we share value. This is where we educate, enrich, equip you with all the necessary resources and information that will empower you mentally to live the very best of your life. I am the regular host of this amazing program. And in case this is the first time you're joining us or you're watching this, I want to say you are welcome. And we're going to go into today's teaching. We started by teaching yesterday on this weekly teaching series on, knowing the foreknowledge, the foreknowledge that you need to have in order for you to understand the subject of money. This foreknowledge, we call it the foreknowledge, which has to be the foundation into understanding how money work and how the flow of money should look like anywhere, everywhere. So we're talking about basically, or we say essentially, the financial IQ. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you need to understand about the subject we call financial IQ? Financial and IQ. When you look at financial has to do with everything that has to do with finance, money, cash flow, everything. You want to start a business, you need finance. IQ is known to be intelligent quotient. And when we say financial IQ, so if you put both of them together, it means some sort of series of number that, help anyone to reason faster, that it makes you more intelligent. It means that you are more faster in the way you think, about the subject, especially we're talking about finance. So what do you need to know? How can you reason above other persons when it comes to the subject of money? And that is why we're here. So we'll be evaluating, as we started yesterday, the for financial IQ, anyone that intend to gain mastery over money or understand how money flows, how money works. We're going to be breaking it down this morning. Yesterday, we started by evaluating the four of this financial IQ. We started by first discussing about the subject, about the number one, which is accounting. Accounting is you being able to understand financial literacy. It's you being able to understand how money flows. Everything, you're starting up a business, what you need to know, how you need to know about it. Before you go into that business, if I put in 1 naira, or if I put in 10,000 naira, or if I put in $1,000, what am I expected to gain? If I start a business, you don't just want to start a business because you want to start a business. You must understand the way the money or the kind of figure and what is in it for you. So it is necessary that whoever want to succeed, whoever want to gain, mastery over money, or understand or have a sustainable business and income flow, you must have to understand that accounting is important. So we talk about number one. Number one is accounting. You must have to get your brain working. You must have to put it on paper and say, if I start this business with 1,000 naira, what am I expected to get? Now, it doesn't mean local business alone. It could be every other thing. Accounting is every other thing. It's just like you also knowing fully well that if I go to school, if I come out, this is the kind of degree, and I will eventually become a professional in this certain discipline. All right. So that is how it is. So knowing fully well that if I put in 10,000 naira, how much am I supposed to get? Am I going to get 1,000 naira extra or 500 naira extra? So you must understand the accounting we call financial literacy. You must gain mastery and understand how money flows, the kind of business I'm getting involved in, the kind of stuff I'm about to start, How does it work? How does it affect me? Can I sit back and watch my money work for me? Yes, if you can, then you need accounting. If you want to succeed, if you want to really have that cash flow, if you want to really understand that you are truly, putting together what I call, you are minding your business, ladies and gentlemen. If you really want to understand how to mind your business, by the way, minding your business means that you must first build your asset column strong and first. You must first build your asset column first and strong. What is your asset column first and strong? You have to understand, if I am starting up something, I have to put focus. I have to understand invest. I have to understand everything. And that's why we're dealing with these 4 financial IQ. So number 2, ladies and gentlemen, or before we jump into number 2, the accounting part, which is the financial literacy. Yesterday, I told people, I said, if you understand the way the brain works, all right, so it's located on the left side of your brain, and your brain has to be activated every single time. Your left side and your right side must work together. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, number two is investing, or you call it investment. Ladies and gentlemen, when you understand cash flow, before you go into that business, before you go into that investment, what are the things you need to know? All right, what are the things you need to know? Investment is everything. You can call it gives you opportunity to compounding or increasing in your wealth. It gives you the opportunity of building that massive wealth the way you want to build it. All right, it's very, very key. So investment is a major prerequisite. All right, a major prerequisite in you knowing that you want to really gain and have full access in the subject of money. All right, so it's very, very key. I think we need to really understand that part. Now, the next one we need to also know is that when you talk about investment is everything. Investment is where the miracle process begins. Investment is where money has to go through what I call, you get to know that money is a science. And I call it the science of money making other money. Science of money making other money. You also have to understand that, if I start this investment, will it give me this? Okay, let's say I'm starting this XYZ or this kind of investment, or this, I invest my money into this. Will it help me to multiply my money? All right, will it help me to multiply money? This is why I tell most people that say, you know what, you want to blame people for your success. You want to blame everybody for whatever thing in terms of predicament that you are experiencing in one business or the other, especially in this online, in the age of online that we have. You want to really look at it. You don't blame people because you came in the understanding that you are going into that investment to see your money works for you, to see your money, give you more money. All right, that is investment. All right, so when you look at this, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that it is necessary that you have to really understand that investing, all right, investment part in your life. Don't keep money. Money is not meant to be kept in the bank. One of my big mentors that I follow, Grant Cardone, he said, anyone that keeps money in the bank, he said, is still considered to be a fool. You don't want to be a fool in this 21st century or in this age or this digital age. There are many things you could do. Money is meant to be used. Money don't sit. Money don't sleep. Money is meant to be used. There's this joke I got to know when one of these trips that I went to Calabar, one of my partner there, she told me this joke, and it wasn't, I don't know if it's a joke. It sounds like they said there was this Lebanese guy, that they asked him, how do you manage your money? He said, well, manage my money. He said, dollar don't sleep, naira don't sleep, pound don't sleep. He said, yalla, why naira? He said, naira don't sleep. So he said, yalla, why I sleep? So it means that if all those money are not meant to sleep, you must not even sleep. So you must understand and get that money to work. The way to multiply money or to build wealth is to think of investment. Investment, you can even call it, is part of what you considered or called, is part of the 8 wonders of the world, according to Albert Einstein, because it is investment. You think of compounding. You have the opportunity of compounding your money. All right. So think of investment, and that is what can help you to get to that top and be ahead of your financial obscurity. Ladies and gentlemen, another part or step number 3 or in the investment is now located on, is the one that, the way the brain works is put in the right side of your brain, which we call the genius parts of your brain, the Einstein part, where you think, the intelligent part of you. All right. So if you combine both the left and the right together, what you get is, success is super awesome. It's extraordinary, things that you will see for yourself. You become an extraordinary being. You become an extraordinary force, and you gain mastery over money, over wealth, over, everything, because you know how everything works. So you remember, that is 1, 2. Now let's jump to the number 3. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, you must understand or understand the expertise you must go ahead and gain expertise in understanding how the market works. You see, one of the things that I have been doing as a financial market analyst over the years is that I tell people, you learn in 2 ways. One of the first way you learn is learn from your own mistake, and then you learn from other people's experience. So you talk about personal experience and other people's experience, but the most crucial one is your own personal experiences. All right. So you have learned over the time on how your money works. All right. How your money works, how things works for you, and knowing fully that how things work, you have to really understand that the way it works is that you have to get to work. All right. You must get to work. How do you get to work? First, understand that in order for you to really manage what works for you, in order for you to really manage what works for you, you have to really understand how everything works. Ladies and gentlemen, everything affects every other thing. Every new discipline affects every other discipline. You say you want to start up a business. Starting up a business means that you have to really understand that that business you're starting, it really requires you to go and study and study very well, understanding your market, go in the demand of what it takes. I was sharing with one of my partners yesterday over the phone that I really want to know. I was just mentoring this particular fellow, and I was telling him, I said, what is the difference between an ordinary person or an ordinary person and an extraordinary person? And, he kind of find it really difficult. And I told him, I said, there is no difference. The only difference we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, is the extra in that thing. Now, what does it take to become an extraordinary person? Just go become an extra person. Work on yourself more. You want to really achieve success in a subject matter or in a particular business, then you have to go in the demand of what that business requested of you or required of you. Getting into it, go and get expertise. Go and get that expertise in understanding your market. Study your market. Study your market. Study what works for you. Don't just be like every other person, because other people are doing it doesn't make you to say you want to do it. All right, because you don't know. So you need skill. You need to understand how your market works. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, when I've studied my market, I realized that the way the market works, our kind of markets here in Nigeria, it's a very aggressive market whereby folks have to really be more aggressive in the way you think, in the way you do things, in the way you really picture things. It's very, very key, ladies and gentlemen. So understand your market and the kind of business you're dealing with. All right. You can't have people going this way in your business and you want to go the other way. Can't say, oh, this is what I want to do, then I'm doing it differently. So it is very, very difficult. So get that. And the last we will talk about this morning is you must understand what? The law. Understand the law. In fact, don't jump into business when you don't understand the law. Ladies and gentlemen, this has killed a lot of people. This has wrecked many people. I tell you, man, I can tell you from experience. How? You know, we have been more into online businesses and the rest of them. If you don't understand the law, there's a law that governs every businesses. Now, you can see some business, they will tell you, as you are starting these businesses, there is what is referred to as the terms and condition. Yes, terms and conditions. There is a law. That is the law. The terms and conditions stipulates or shows the policies the company is put together. So you can be ignorant and say, I have not seen it. In fact, I've been ignorant. Many people have been ignorant of it. You know, that's why I say you learn from two ways, all right? Your personal experiences and other people's experiences. Now, those things that you refuse to study, to see, will come back at you and say, you know, were you not aware before you signed this? Were you not aware before you go into signing or, you know, putting your, you know, appending your signature in a particular you know, business before you go ahead? So understand the law. If you don't understand the law, take your time to read through. Take your time to do and read through what the law says, what this policy is all about. You can't be ignorant. There's no, you know, in the court of law, ignorance is not an excuse, as they say. All right. So you can't say, oh man, I didn't see it. I wasn't aware when this was put together. You know, you can't say those things, ladies and gentlemen. You can be an ignorance when it comes to the matter, you know, subject of law. Law goes by the way it's been stated. You want to start any business, understand it. What does it take to register a public liability company or a private, you know, or this, this other company? Now, understand the law. Is it that I need to really have shares of 10 million naira in my account, or I can have just like less than $1 million naira before I start? Understand the law. Ask people. It's ignorance when you don't ask, all right? Ignorance can cost you. Ignorance can cost you everything. You know, if it need be that you want to sit down with a legal practitioner, somebody that can help interpret these things very well, you need to sit with that person. Understanding the law is the most important part in you deciding before you go into that business. All right, you must understand the law, because many people are perished for lack of knowledge, or lack of knowledge as it is law. What you don't know, it can cost you. All right, so what you don't know, you need to ask those that knows. All right, and what you don't know, you need to pay to know. What you don't know, you seek for more people, more knowledge, or ask more people to know it. All right, it is very, very important. All right, but I will say better than ever. All right, that's very fantastic. Sorry, I got the code or the link mixed up. So this morning, I guess the way the Zoom thing works. All right, so, but what I was saying this morning is that, guys, remember the key number one is for you to first understanding, talking about the subject of, building or understanding financial IQ. The first is accounting. Talking about financial literacy, you must have to understand how money works. The second one is investment, the science of money, making money, very, very key. And the third one is understanding, understanding the expertise of that particular market. You want to go into that market. What kind of business is this market? Is this suitable for my kind of business? Will I make more money here? Don't just join people and don't say, I want to go and open a shop. I want to go and have a shop somewhere. And this is what, sometimes it may not be that location that works for you. You can go and have shop, you can have offices in a place whereby it's not going to work for you. It's not everything that works for you. Understand that market you're getting into. Understand the kind of business terrain you're getting into. Understand the kind of the energy you're putting into a business. If it's not working for you, then you need to start thinking of plan B. You need to start thinking of, having a U-turn, or, diversifying into something else. Remember what we said, investment is, is all these things. We call it the science of money, making money, right? It's very important. And then the last one we talk now this morning is that you must understand the law. There's a law that governs every business. In fact, Lagos State have its own law. You default those laws, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to fall by, or you will be arrested. For example, they say don't cross the road, use the pedestrian. It's one of the, say, man, oh, I didn't know, man, you're already guilty of it. So you must understand the law. Every business has a law, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether it's anything you want to get yourself involved, understand the law. And if you don't understand this law, go and ask people that understand the law. Also, you must know that there is no excuses as you are starting business. I want you to know that you must constantly, regularly, always be motivated by the excitement of winning. All right, go into any business that you're going to win. Never you have the mindset that you're going to lose. All right, go into that business with the excitement that I am going to win. All right, be motivated by it than you losing. You don't want to lose. Losing shouldn't be what overshadow your excitement. All right, be motivated with the excitement of winning and not you losing. You don't want to lose. You want to go into it. When the excitement costs you, it starts with deciding. The moment you made that decision, then be excited that I'm going to win. That whatever as I'm going into this business, I'm gonna make a breakthrough in it. I won't fall short. I won't fall less. I won't fall down. All right, it's because the way the rich and wealthy people think is that the rich have found a system that works for them. Most people are enslaved to money in the process of I want to chase money. People, the rich people don't think like that. They think way differently. They don't work for money. All they've gone to do is to learn how money works for them. So this morning, I want to charge you up, ladies and gentlemen, to learn how that money can work for you. But remember, that money is not meant to be kept in the bank. That money is meant to be put to use. Money works. Money don't sleep. Money, money no sleep. Like that Lebanese man that I shared with you, because he said, Naira don't sleep, dollar don't sleep, pounds don't sleep. He said, Yalla, why I sleep? All right. So please, Yalla, don't sleep this morning. Wake up, like I say. That guy said, that musician said, wake up, go get the mullah. So I want to tell you this morning to wake up, go get the mullah. Wake up, build your confidence and go after it. Go in the demand of getting that mullah, and then wake up with that confidence and say, I'm going to get it. When you have this 4 financial IQ, ladies and gentlemen, everything will make more sense to you. And I say, okay, so the rich people don't work for money. Oh, wow. Okay, that's true. What did they do? They go to learn how money works for them. So you've had it this morning. You've had what it takes to learn how money can work for you. I want to charge you up this morning with this financial IQ, and I want to give it up to my wonderful partner, our grand patron in our community, Madam Mosunlola Olulade. She was the one that said, let's talk about money. And I hope this subject of money this morning is going to really help you, knowing that this 4 financial IQ can help you scale above your financial obscurity. I want to also charge you up this morning that as you go about your day, make sure you mind your business. How do you mind your business? All right. You build your assets column first, and build it very strong. That's how you mind your business. That's what Robert Kiyosaki said. Build it first, strong. All right. To build it first and strong, go by the demand of what it takes to make you be ahead of it. All right, that's where we draw you to talk cutting this morning. I hope you got value. Tomorrow again, we're going to be doing a different version of our program, and that's why we encourage you to stay connected to this wonderful class. This is where you get the best of value, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to mindset development and terms of business, life, everything, whatever it takes to have the best of life. Because our goal is to equip you with every necessary information and resources that will empower you mentally to live the very best of your life. And I hope you got value. So as you go about your day today, go ahead and join us in our community, because this video is going to be made available. We encourage you to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page to your friends, your partners, your colleagues out there. Let them also like and share. In fact, comment in the comment side on how we can also get to you and improve more in our broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your regular host and partner, your friend. All right. Remember, first things first, I'm your friend and your success partner, AFOLABI OLATUNJI. Take care. Remember, don't just count the day, always make the day count. Take care and bye for now.